We're standing here at a beautiful, newly finished bridge on Adams Street near Chelsea with Trails Coordinator Ken Freeman. It's always a pleasure to be with you, Ken.
Thank you, Terry. Good morning. It's nice to be out here.
Yes, it is. This is a beautiful day, and you need to come to this bridge just to hear the beautiful noise of Hot Springs Creek behind you.
Yes, that's one of the pluses of what I get to do is to be out near the creek and get to hear and see it, and at the same time be on this wonderful new boardwalk bridge.
It must be a great part of your job. Now, this segment is called Utility Service Center Phase 2, also known as the Blue Heron Trail. Now, why does it have that name?
Well, when they're designing the master plan for the trail system, they divided it down into groupings, and the section here between Chelsea Street and then downstream to Golf Links, where the creek goes under Golf Links, was designated as the Utility Service Center Trail. Well, you can't do it all in one fell swoop, and so when funding comes available or plans were developed, they divided it into phases, and the phase 1 section was that part that's finished and is behind the Utility Service Center and in use now on a daily basis by people. And this is phase 2, which connects from the end of Hollywood Trail at Chelsea down to that newly completed trail behind the Utility Service Center. And then phase 3 will be going from there underneath Golf Links Road behind the storage lockers there on Golf Links.
So what is the current status of this portion of the project?
This portion of the trail, the Blue Heron Trail here, is the boardwalk is completed, and we're waiting to tie in trail on either end. And there's been the rains that we've had as of late have been stretched out enough that about the time it gets dry, it rains again. So that's delaying getting the actual trail portions on either end. But weather permitting, this will be finished in probably within the month from now, probably.
So by the time you see this segment, weather permitting, yeah, it's possible that this segment will be completed. By
the time this is aired, we ought to be able to be using this stretch of trail.
Mm-hmm. And it is a connecting piece of trail, is it not?
This connects with this connection. With this connection in place, then you'll be able to go from Transportation Depot all the way down to Seneca Street without getting off of the trail, and that is basically 2 1/4 miles.
And of course, we've got a few more miles to get to the lake, but we are getting there. Now let's talk about the future legs of the Greenway. We have segments that are coming up and in various stages of planning.
For future, there is a grant application for a project that was submitted the 1st of May to the Highway Department for the stretch of trail, Utility Service Center Trail Phase 3, which we talked about, which would then go from Seneca Street behind the storage lockers, underneath Golf Links, and then would actually start the first phase of the Southern Trail, which would go south of Golf Links. So so that, of course, is depending upon approval of that project and grant monies coming available, and it also could be divided into phases, as lots of these things are, just because of the cost of the project and the money that comes available.
But from the buzz that's generated about that section of trail that's planned, it's going to be one of the most beautiful sections, isn't it?
It is. Almost every time we complete a section, there's something about it that makes it unique and makes it. We tend to think, wow, this is even a better section than before, and You know, in this stretch, the boardwalk and the creek being so visible, and this section of trail being so visible to people makes it kind of unique. And the part that goes behind the storage lockers is designed to be an elevated boardwalk, concrete boardwalk, which will be somewhat up in, and into the trees, so it'll be really has the potential to really be a scenic, wonderful spot.
I think you're whetting people's appetite with that description.
Yeah.
That just sounds so fascinating. And where we're standing here, you get a view of undisturbed vegetation. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
So you need to check this out. Now let's talk about the bigger picture of the Greenway. It's a linear park.
Yes, it is. We have trails in several of our parks, walking trails and some hiking trails, and Energy is one that has biking and hiking and various aspects. But those are trails in a park. The Hot Springs Creek Greenway Trail, which all of these segments are part of here along the creek, actually is a trail that is a park, as opposed to a park, with trails in it. Yeah. And these linear park is not necessarily defined in acreage, but we do it kind of by mileage along the way. And as each section is done, that park increases a little in length, and so it brings that linear park into more neighborhoods for our citizens to be able to use.
And that's the key that we want to talk about. The Greenway, as it grows, is touching more and more of our city's neighborhoods, enabling families, kids to enjoy the Greenway within walking distance of their own homes.
Yes, that's absolutely a crucial part of any of these Greenway trails along that we have put into the master plan, is that as they come into a neighborhood, it provides opportunities for family, health, and fitness, and just getting out to see nature that they might not otherwise have that opportunity.
As well as useful transportation that's also pleasurable.
Yes, that's right. This connects to the Hot Springs Boys and Girls Club. It connects folks to downtown. I see people using it to go to the farmers market on Saturday morning with bike with their bags with produce and things, going back and forth.
What a wonderful thing to be able to do in this day and age.
Yes.
Well, Ken, thanks for giving us a sneak peek of this beautiful section, the Blue Heron Trail on Adams Street near Chelsea. You need to come and experience it for yourself. We appreciate your time today explaining all of the amenities of this beautiful area. And next week we'll join you with more city news.